Hey YouTube family, happy Juneteenth for all you guys who don't know what Juneteenth is. This is Darren with Buckner Family Travels, and I'm with the wife, of course, and we were out getting some ice cream. Just came from eating dinner with mom and just having a good time. And in case you guys didn't know, it is Juneteenth, or we're celebrating Juneteenth here in the United States of America. Real brief, this is when slaves were officially free, or they knew they were free in the United States of America. If you've never been to this channel before, make sure you like, subscribe, and I want you to make sure you share, okay? It's been a while. I know you guys haven't seen me in a while, but I hope you guys like the shirt. My brother got the necklace. This came from Ghana. The shirt, I think, came from, babe, where I get this shirt? Uganda? Did I buy this one in Uganda? Yeah, I got the shirt in Uganda. I think in Entebbe or something, or maybe we were down in Kampala where I got the shirt at. But anyway, like I said, we're going to talk a little bit about Juneteenth. So I had to, get my freshness on. Y'all know I got to represent Africa, so that's what I do. But anyway, I'm going to talk to you guys a little about Juneteenth and what it means here in America. So make sure you stay tuned, and I'll be with you in a second. But I'm gonna get my wife outside before I finish recording. Okay, I'm gonna give you guys a little brief history of Juneteenth for you guys who don't know, because I know a lot of people don't know, especially if you're on the continent of Africa, South Africa, Uganda, wherever you are. But I'm just gonna read it a little bit because I want to make it clear. I don't want to be off at all. But it was on June the 19th, 1865, nearly 2 years after President Abraham Lincoln emancipated enslaved Africans in America. Union troops arrived in Galveston Bay, Texas, with news of freedom. More than 250,000 African Americans embraced freedom by executive decree in what later became what we call Juneteenth. Back then it was known as Freedom Day. Now, there's importance to that in a lot of ways. First of all, freedom back then, of course, was not popular, okay? Even though technically slaves were freed by the Emancipation Proclamation and Abraham Lincoln, the governor or president back then, a lot of people didn't know. They were riding in horse buggies and horse-drawn carriages. So it took months and months for people to find out. As a matter of fact, there are a lot of stories you could find to see where people didn't even know they were free or could be free. We're talking even years later. We're talking 5, 6, 7 years later. Some would say even longer than that. Especially went to the smaller towns and cities inside the United States at the time. I mean, I guess you could imagine. I mean, let's think about it. If I'm a soldier or if I'm a slave holder, why would I tell a slave he's free if I don't have to? I'll just keep him working, right? Well, we know that's what happened. But anyway, so here in the United States, it's celebrated every year. I think it's June the 19th. Yeah, June the 19th.
Hence Juneteenth.
Yes, Juneteenth. So, uh-oh, baby, be careful. My wife almost tripped there, you guys. I didn't get it on camera, but she's still pretty anyway, so we're going to go ahead and let that go, guys. But anyway, we're walking through, here in St. Louis. We're in St. Louis, Missouri. We're walking through an area, what is known as the Central West End. I don't know how can you be Central and then West End. I don't know what that means, but whatever the case, really nice place. We shop down here. You can eat down here. Some beautiful homes down here, as you can see. Beautiful homes. Really beautiful homes down here. All brick. Really beautiful homes. Homes built back in the 1800s, even in the early 1900s and whatnot. But anyway, yeah, Juneteenth is significant. Because in Texas, like I said, some of the so-called last people were told that they were free. Now, what they did after freedom, that's a whole different ball game. Because picture this, guys. Picture this. You have been fed. You've been working every day. Everything you knew came from the slave master. Even the language, your families all broken up and separated. And then one day someone comes by and says, okay, you can go now. Well, where the heck do you think these folks went? Where could they possibly go? You don't have a home. You don't have any money. And imagine you were in the South full of a bunch of former slave owners. And here you are, supposed to go out there and go and make it on your own. Good luck. Laws were put in place, several laws were put in place, whereas you weren't allowed to hang out, you weren't allowed to be employed, you couldn't vote. Heck, you didn't have anything except for those few slave holders who decided to give their slaves some land. So what happened? Because of that, most people that were enslaved ended up going right back to the very people that enslaved them. It was easier. They still had a roof over their head. They still had food. They knew what was going to happen every day, one day to the next. So it made sense. And of course, that's when things like sharecropping came into play. If you don't know what sharecropping is, I won't get into it too much, but I will say that you're supposed to get a piece of the land and you're supposed to work and farm the land. And in return, they will share some of the profits or share the land with you. Well, in most cases, that never happened. So people pretty much stayed enslaved. Anyway, I'm glad it's not like that anymore. We're not there anymore. It might be a few things going on that we don't know about. If you knew about Juneteenth, make sure you let me know what you know about Juneteenth. I'm sure there are lots of brothers right here in the States that know a lot about Juneteenth and probably know a lot more than I do. But if you hear about Juneteenth and you're in Africa, I just gave you a little brief, I guess, lesson on Juneteenth and why we celebrate Juneteenth here in the States. Again, guys, this is Darren from Buckner Family Travels. I just wanted to stop in real quick because I hadn't stopped in a long time. And I wanted to get you guys in on what was going on next. So, in the meantime, I'll do a walk around. Just show you guys some of the properties, some of the homes, and just enjoy. I think that's marble on this house here. I don't know what those two guys are in the front. Maybe somebody out there can tell us. I don't know what that is. Look like some Roman soldiers or something. And I'm gonna walk out here on a busy street here. I think it's like some type of church over there. And as you guys can see, this is private property. We don't live in this neighborhood. It would be nice, but yeah. And then so I don't even know if it'd be nice, huh? I'm not sure if it'd be nice to really live in this neighborhood because the people in this neighborhood, they're probably wouldn't be very welcoming to our kind. St. Louis is a very divided city. So I'm gonna go back to these homes, guys. Look at this, it's crazy. Look at that one there, it's huge. Huge home. What's that like? So show everybody all the houses. Pan it. My wife said I need to pan. I'm not good at this, guys, you know that. You guys know I'm not good at this, but yeah, some of these are like commercial buildings, but look more like office buildings. But I will say this is how the wealthy live here, at least in St. Louis, Missouri. I'm showing the south. No, I was showing the home. This. They need to see the sidewalk too. See, because it's well manicured. And I notice people, a lot of the people that are on my channel, babe, on our channel, when they watch, they always say they notice things about how they're like, dang, in America, y'all got things so organized and so manicured and so perfect. Yeah, people spend a lot of money on that stuff. That's a pretty big house here. Giant columns. Yeah. Oh. Anyway, guys, here's one for sale in case there's somebody out there who has the big bucks and you would like to buy a lovely home in the United States. Anyway, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you learned a little something about Juneteenth. Make sure you like, subscribe, share, make a comment. If you aren't subscribed, like I said, make sure you subscribe, guys, because it is important for the algorithms and we want YouTube to recognize us and give us an opportunity to make sure we can stay on and bring you guys content. So a little different than what I normally bring in today, but just wanted to make sure I got on today. So anyway, guys, like and subscribe, and until next time, again, Buckner Family Travels. We'll see you in South Africa.